Testament to the Arnold Classic Lifetime Achievement Award. Lee has been known as one of the world's greatest bodybuilders for over 25 years, winning the Mr. Olympia title a record-setting 8 times. Being appointed as chairman of the President's Council on Physical Fitness, opening the Haney Harvest House, a 40-acre retreat where inner-city kids are mentored, and heading up the Lee Haney Teen Challenge to introduce teens to the world of fitness and bodybuilding. Lee was born in Spartanburg, South Carolina in 1959. Around the age of 12, his parents bought him his first set of weights, and he soon had dreams of becoming Samson, maybe even Hercules. With his size and athleticism, Lee was a natural football player. At 15 and 16 years old, though, his hopes of becoming a professional football player were dashed after 2 leg injuries. While lifting weights to regain strength after his injuries, Lee gained 10 pounds of muscle and realized his body responded well to weightlifting. The seed had been planted to become a professional bodybuilder. Little did he know he would become one of the sport's all-time greatest athletes. Believing in the importance of education, Lee went on to Spartanburg Methodist College and graduated with a degree in youth counseling. His mentoring of teens and young people would become a lifelong mission for Lee and his wife Shirley. 1984 was the year Lee began his 8-year record-setting streak of winning the Mr. Olympia title. That first year, he was the youngest competitor at age 24 and the largest at 247 pounds and just under 6 feet tall. In 1985, believing in the importance of family, Lee and his wife decided to move to Atlanta to be close to their extended families. They fell in love with the city of Atlanta and have been a positive force in their community. Lee retired from professional bodybuilding in 1991 after winning his 8th Mr. Olympia title. Opening 2 gyms in the Atlanta area, other world-class athletes sought out Lee for personal training. Among them was the boxing legend Evander Holyfield. Lee has authored books on bodybuilding and fitness. Lee Haney's Ultimate Bodybuilding has become a fixture in gyms around the world as the go-to guide for putting on muscle. His second book, Beyond the Pump, is Lee's personal testimony about his faith in God and his life as a professional bodybuilder. Combining fitness and faith, Lee is able to reach an audience of millions. His personality and spirituality have landed him numerous television appearances. His most popular show, Total Lee Fit, is shown on the Trinity Broadcasting Network.
Hello and welcome to Totally Fit. We're here at the Atlanta Beach in beautiful Clayton County, and it is a wonderful day.
With his commitment to fitness, faith, and family, Lee has been teaching the importance of maintaining both physical and spiritual health for many years. This is why Lee Haney is the recipient of the 2006 Arnold Classic Lifetime Achievement Award.
Good evening, everybody. And Lee, we've seen this extraordinary footage about your bodybuilding career and about all the wonderful things that you have done. I just want to say there's one thing that was not really talked about, and that is that Lee Haney was sitting here in 1976 or 77? 79. He was sitting back here in the balcony in 1979 watching the Mr. Olympia contest when Frank Zane won. And he then was determined, he got inspired, and he said that I'm going to be back here on that stage, and I'm going to win the Mr. Olympia contest. So that competition right here in Columbus, Ohio was his great inspiration, and he came back, and he won the Mr. Olympia contest, and Happily for him, but sadly for me, 8 times he won the Mr. Olympia competition. But this is okay with me because he's a great champion. And then after he won all those 8 championships, what impressed me personally the most was what he did after that. Because the reason why he's getting this Lifetime Achievement Award is because of what he has done, not only in the profession of bodybuilding, but after that, which is he has reached out and has given something back to the community. As you could see in this footage, he has given endless amount of seminars all over the world, teaching kids about training and exercising and living healthy, staying away from drugs and from alcohol. And he also started his own farm that became very famous in Atlanta, where he has kids coming out there and working with animals, getting education, getting exercise and training and so on. So he's been working on that tirelessly. And so I just want to say that we are proud to have you be part of the bodybuilding community and part of this list of people that are getting this Lifetime Achievement Award. You're a great champion and you're a great man, and we congratulate you.
You know, I am so humbled by this award. It was so many other people when Jim, you know, called me and let me know, and I didn't know quite what to say, but my first thing was thank you, Jim, for this. Thank you for yourself and Governor Schwarzenegger choosing me for this, but there's a lot of other people I see that are out there that's doing lots of great things. I'm honored to be in a company of greatness who've already received this award. But I want to use this award just as I've tried in the Mr. Olympia to make the world a better place, to use the gift that God has given me to promote health and fitness and total family. But I also want to say, number one, thank you to my family. My beautiful wife, Shirley, is there for my 23-year life partner, my beautiful daughter, Olympia. Yes. Thank God for the 2 of them. My son, Josh, is away in college now, and I'm so proud of family, so proud of what total fitness has given me. I've been able to travel around the world to more than 20 different countries because of bodybuilding. And Jim, thank you so much for the Arnold Classic and making this a sport that the world can look upon and say, yes, they know what they're doing. Yes, it's something that all of us as bodybuilders can be proud of. Thank you, Jim. And I want to say to my dear friend and Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, my dear friend, you know, whenever Arnold's traveling and he comes near Atlanta, his team will always call me up and say, hey, Lee, Arnold is here. He wants to see you. Would you be willing to go out and visit some of the inner city schools? Now, that says a lot about the person, the Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. He cares more than about himself. That's why he's the man that he is, and that's why God has blessed him richly to do what he do. Yes. And as all of you know, Arnold has inspired people all over the world. As he said, I was sitting back there years ago as a youngster at my first professional bodybuilding show. And I never will forget, as I'm standing back there, I saw Arnold walk down the aisle and my heart almost jumped out of my chest. There is the great Arnold Schwarzenegger, the guy who was up all over my room, his picture. And here I am standing here today. What an awesome journey. Awesome journey. And again, I want to say thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for taking us beyond the pump, Arnold, for what you've done. You've proven that whatever we set our minds to do, we can do, that we don't have to give up. We can overcome the odds. And bodybuilding was your way of doing that, and I pray that it continue to be my way of doing that. Thank you, and God bless you.
What a great champion.